Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is leadership disciplines for success. Now, we all know that leadership can be learned, but it's important to recognize that for leadership to be effective, it takes discipline. And that means repeated behaviors that the leader exhibits over and over again and practices over and over again for success. And these behaviors may vary based upon the roles and responsibilities of the leader's own personal style, as well as the type of organization and culture that the leader operates in. However, it's still important to have discipline in one's leadership style. Now, there's four keys for leadership disciplines that I'll talk to you about today, just very briefly. The first one is repetition. Repetition is doing the same thing over and over again, and a key to success. Now, athletes do it. Athletes repeat certain moves over and over again until they have muscle memory almost, and they can do it in their sleep almost. Leaders have to do the same thing, repeat certain behaviors over and over again for success. The second discipline is having a playbook. Athletes always have a playbook. Good teams have a playbook. They understand their tactics, they understand the routines, they understand the moves. In the same way, the leader should have a playbook with specific tactics, specific roles and responsibilities for the people on their team, so that everyone knows the routines that are necessary for success. A third discipline is self-control. Self-control really is just that, making sure that you manage your behaviors on a 24/7 basis. Leaders don't turn off when they leave the office or when they leave work for the day. Leaders should practice those same disciplines when they're with their families, when they're with restaurant personnel, when they're with hotel personnel, because you never know who works for you and who sees you in a variety of different settings. And if you behave very negatively outside of work, yet you're displaying some supposed positive behavior inside the bounds of work, then that will cause some question in your employees' minds. And then the fourth one is your behaviors and your supporting behaviors. In particular, what are you eating? How are you getting enough sleep? How are you taking care of your body even outside of the work environment to make sure that you have optimal functionality so that you can think creatively, so that you can function in high stress environments and high pressure environments? So those are four disciplines to think about and to practice to become disciplined as a leader. And finally, let me say that disciplined leaders build trust in their employees. And that means employees can trust that the leader I see at 8 a.m. is the same leader I'll see at noon, at 6 p.m., and maybe even at 9 p.m. That leader walks the talk and does everything that he or she says she wants to do and wants us to do and the rest of the team to do. So think about leadership disciplines for success. Think about the habits and the controlled behaviors and movements and activities that you have on a daily basis, 24/7, to enhance your leadership. So what are your leadership disciplines for success? Thanks for listening.